Is there anything that clubs can do to sort of welcome more women into the game?
I think clubs in general are becoming a lot more, as I think, as was saying earlier on, kind of it's less kind of the old boys club. It's generally a lot more inclusive. I think in terms of kind of growing the women's game and kind of bringing more people into clubs, so I think there could be a lot more done in schools. I know when I was at school, I was never allowed to play rugby. It was a boys' game, even though I played it outside of school. And I actually played it outside of school with two boys that I was in school with. So that was always a bit weird. But yeah, I think doing more with schools and even like maybe kind of clubs linking in with local schools to try and build up like a young like the under 18 section maybe would probably really help to bring more people to clubs and grow the women's game that little bit more.
Yeah, totally agree with you there, Joe. We don't really have a transition here with girls. Obviously, on the under 18 side, they've literally started rugby because maybe their brother plays for one of the teams at Windsor, or they've enjoyed watching England ladies play or some of the Premiership ladies play. The boys probably got it a little bit better because we have a certain school here in Windsor where the boys actually play rugby, and then if they do well, they can come and play for the Windsor boys team. I definitely, they're the next generations of potential ladies rugby players. So I know, for instance, my club, we are heavily promoting getting those under 18 girls playing. And I tell you what, it's lovely to see when you rock up on a Wednesday before our training session that those girls are loving every minute of it. And then I think we're fortunate that we're getting one or two of those girls moving up into our team this season. So it's good to see the transition, but I still think that education for sports under 18s is definitely needed. I think it's very much not really advertised. It's not done within schools or even colleges. I know universities obviously do the degrees in sport, but I think there needs to be more emphasis on getting those girls transitioned over.
Yeah, for sure.
I think giving the girls the opportunity to play rugby is a great idea. It's something that I'm looking to start with my workplace, is actually a rugby team for the girls, because you get girls that need that outlet. I'm not being funny. And rugby is one of the only true sports. I never did PE in school. I've always been like this big, and it always makes you self-conscious. Rugby is one of those great levelers. You can be, as we've said, any size, any shape, any fitness, any strength. You walk on a rugby pitch, you're part of a team. Yeah. And I think it's a great confidence boost. We're lucky our club has a very strong girls section. But between the under 13s and what will be the under 15s, we've got 30 girls. We've just transitioned. In November, we'll transition our last under 18 into our team. And it's fantastic. We've still got girls coming through the minis section upwards as well, and taking up more of the sport. Is becoming more prevalent across our club. And our club's been, back to the original question, fantastic and supportive. The only things that clubs can do is actually, if you're going to tie into a contract with kit, look at the sizes of your kits. A lot of kit producers don't actually cater for women of a larger size, of a larger bust. You may have a huge bust and you'll need a shirt size up, but they don't do it because it only goes up to a size 14 or 16. Not everyone's that size when they play rugby. You need sometimes a larger shirt. If the women choose to wear more supportive gear across the shoulders, they're going to need a shirt size up. So you've got to, if a club's going to have a women's team, they've got to look at it more as everything that you have there. The women at our club, we've taken on the girls' loo. We've got plans for, sanitary products to be available for the girls. The open conversation that, if you need something, come find the women's team. We're always going to have the stuff. And I think club support in that is fantastic. Our chairman, he messages me, if I come up with a crazy idea, it's how can I help you? What do you need help with? And he's great. It's very supportive. And the committee are fully behind the women's team. The only thing, when you do get a new women's team, and I don't know if you had the same problem, Joe, the first social, the first 5 minutes was like the school disco. Boys one side, girls the other. And then it was like,
we still get that now.
What do you do?